This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Hello, mate. Sorry, can I just call you back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I just need to tell my audience that this video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, and they're offering them 83% off with 3 extra months for free if they use the promo code Jack Howard, and I'll leave that link in the description.
Oh, no worries, man. All right, yeah. Just,
So can I call you back after that?
Yeah, let me know when you're free. All right. The results are in. They're not good, but I'll tell you later. All right.
Okay, thank you. No. So,
All right, in a bit. Bye.
wait. Let's talk about WandaVision. I assume you've seen it by now, but if you haven't, there's going to be spoilers discussed in this video, so don't watch this if you haven't watched the show, blah, blah, blah. Unless you just want to hang out with me for a little bit while I talk about something you don't know about. And if that's your thing, by all means, keep watching. I'm not here to judge. But if you're just looking for a recommendation from me, yes, I think you should watch it. I think it's very good. I'm very impressed, actually, with what Marvel have done. There's one specific thing I'd like to talk about that I'm not seeing a lot of other people mention, but I think it deserves credit for it. But before I get into that, I just want to say, things I loved. The cast, obviously, Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany are incredible together. Because one thing I'll admit is that before this, I haven't been massively invested in their relationship. It's not like I didn't care. It's just like, oh yeah, they're together. And when he died at the end of Infinity War, it was sad because she was sad and they're playing it very well. But I didn't particularly find myself broken-hearted that Vision had died. Compare that to the end of WandaVision when he had that beautiful scene with her where he says, I'm sure we'll say hello again. My heart broke. I thought that was I think I cried like a classy single tear. I thought they were both incredible. The connection and the clear chemistry that they have with each other is palpable, and they are both so beautiful. Catherine Hahn, I mean, what is there to say? Like, she was just so much fun to watch. The casting of Evan Peters as not Quicksilver, I was really fine with this. I didn't find myself investing in any of the fan theories. I thought that bit was an excellent piece of meta casting because, you know, as everyone knows, this is a story about her coming to terms and processing her trauma, and part of that was the death of her brother. And when you remember things from your past in traumatic memories, things can blur and become kind of misshapen, and you recognize them but not quite. And so with Evan Peters, they get to go, huh? This is Pietro. And we all go, yes, he did play Quicksilver, but not this one. What it ended up doing was setting up the multiverse while not really setting up the multiverse. They got to have their cake and eat it too. We're all thinking about it. We know that Disney has acquired Fox. We're waiting for these multiverse things to collide. There's talk about Spider-Man being all together in the next Spider-Man movie, so that when they do eventually cross the multiverse, we're more prepared for it. Bit weird that they ended it with a boner joke. I just not that sort of sense of humor, so that bit just sort of fell very flat for me, especially the reading of boner. I love that the AI, the second Vision, the White Vision, they ended up having a philosophical debate, and that was their end fight. I like that it subverted the trope of evil AI robot. It doesn't seem to be smart enough to figure out a way to think for itself and question its orders. I always hate that cliche, and I like that this one, I love the delivery of, I request elaboration. I can't wait to see them reconnect with each other and see what that next stage of their relationship is. Criticisms, I don't have many. I didn't particularly like the episode that was riffing on The Office or Modern Family style. I thought that kind of fell flat. I don't know, it just didn't quite work for me. It just felt like the most episode. But other than that, I was pretty with all of it. But the big thing that I wanted to talk about, the big thing that I think it deserves credit for, is the fact that it was made this way at all. Because Disney don't need to take a risk. They're Disney, and it would probably be better for them to take the safe bet. But with this show, and the concept of which I absolutely love anyway, like outside of a superhero Marvel thing, a character who essentially realizes that they're trapped in a sitcom, and that being this sort of weird, creepy thing. Love that sort of mix between Truman Show and Matrix and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, like this strange questioning of reality, but we're watching it on a television and they realize that they are trapped in the television. I think that's a really fun idea. And I think if you made it anywhere else, they would force you to establish that concept and give a reason as to why it's happening within the first episode in order to keep people's attention. And I like that they had the confidence and the trust in the concept itself and the audience watching it to stick with it, to know that there was going to be an answer. And I think that should be commended, because it could have easily been much simpler than this. I think I saw a lot of people complaining that it was slow moving. I love how much room they gave it to breathe. I almost wish there was a bit longer, but I'm glad we got 3 episodes essentially before we got any like significant answers. Because my biggest concern when I heard that Marvel were doing television was that it would end up being filler. I didn't think that they would risk doing anything significant with their characters or with their plot lines and have someone go to the cinema and be like, what's happening? No, I don't have Disney Plus. I didn't think they wanted that conversation, but now that conversation is almost certainly going to happen. No, Vision's white because in WandaVision, basically they made an evil version of, and then he had a nice chat with him about some boats, and now you should watch it. But seeing WandaVision has given me confidence that maybe they will use this time for essential stuff to make me care and understand their characters more. So the next time we get to the big Avengers movie, I think I'm going to have a really good understanding of pretty much every character. Let's see what happens when we watch Bird Boy and Man with a Robot Arm in Therapy, the show. Thank you so much for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And thank you to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring it. Surfshark is available as a browser extension or as an easy to use app. And like magic, it allows you to access the internet from anywhere in the world. Let's say there's a show that you've always wanted to watch, but it wasn't available in your country. That problem is solved. Get Surfshark VPN. They're offering you 83% off with 3 extra months for free when you use the promo code Jack Howard. And I'll leave that link in the description. Surfshark also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Give them your money. If you don't like it, they'll give it back. But you won't be wanting your money back because Surfshark is the best.